Not everything they tell you is a priority is actually a priority. In reality, most of the things society is trying to push as the norm aren't actually doing you any good in the long run. It might be time to reconsider some stuff, so by the end of this video, we'll dive in to 15 things that are not a priority in life. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Number 1. Getting everyone to like you and making everyone happy. If there's one thing we learned this year, it's that some people will dislike you no matter what. Others will dislike you and then become other people like you. The cycle never ends. A life spent in the pursuit of other people's validation is a lost life. Sometimes making other people happy will require you to take away from your own happiness. Be careful of those who feed off yours. Number 2. Proving your haters wrong. Instead of proving your haters wrong, prove yourself right. Prove to yourself that what's in your mind and in your soul can become reality. Prove to yourself that your ambitions, your potential, and your drive weren't wasted on you. Screw what everyone else thinks. This is your life. Make something great out of it. Proving your haters wrong means they still live rent-free in your mind and soul. Number 3. Status. You want to hear the truth? Flexing is just a waste. You're showing off to other people just how much money you're able to waste and be unaffected by it. Even if you're at the top of the flex hierarchy, you're still controlled by the need to impress the people below you. You don't need fame. You don't need celebrity status. You need peace and happiness. Some of you don't realize how wealthy you are until you lose it. Number 4. Cheap dopamine. Who cares how many likes you got on your last Instagram pic? Who cares if your ex still watches your stories? Or better put, why do you care? How does all of that tie into your life? Have you ever noticed the moment you pull your phone out of your pocket, your finger instinctively opens up certain apps? This behavior is embedded in your muscle memory. Your brain is getting microdoses of sugar consistently throughout the day to the point in which it can no longer rest. Number 5. GroupThink. GroupThink takes away from the individual in order to please the group as a whole. This is dangerous because while individuals look for truth, groups look for consensus. This removes critical thinking from the equation. It's not your job to please the mob. Your job is to do the right thing. A few weeks ago, we made a video called 15 Things to Prioritize in Life, which you can check out by clicking in the top corner. It'll bring the focus required so you don't fall for groupthink. Number 6. Attendance. Remember back in school when they would praise the person with perfect attendance? They literally gave you praise that you didn't take sick days, so you don't do it once you join the workforce. Now they waste your time in useless meetings. In 2016, a large survey was done across the UK to measure how much office workers, who were supposed to work from 9 to 5, actually work. The result was quite shocking. Turns out the average office worker reported working an average of only 2 hours and 53 minutes per day. Your priority is not to be present for the sake of attendance. Your priority should be to maximize the value of your time in any way you can. Number 7. Your online identity. People are spending money to polish this fake persona they build online. You edit your photos, you buy fake followers, you even take it off if it doesn't get the engagement you were hoping for. The more you zoom out, the more you realize that your everyday life is nothing like the highlight reel you post on socials. If only people were as happy, rich, and in love as they portray themselves on social media. Number 8. Blind faith. Be it religion, be it a group ideology. The moment they tell you to stop questioning things and just believe, well, you've got a problem. They'll use you to achieve their own goals, even if it's at your expense. Blind faith in people will lead to disappointment. Blind faith in institutions will allow them to be corrupt. As long as you have eyes, do not follow blindly. Number 9, caring for your parents. Look, okay, we know how this sounds, but the function of a parent is to raise children that can live their own lives. Some parents are parasitic in nature. They would trade their children's future just so they can make themselves more comfortable in the present. How many times have you seen parents who are emotionally abusive, manipulative, and generally selfish in their actions? Sure, take care of your parents, but they are not your priority. You are the priority until you have children of your own. Number 10, academic accomplishments. We've got a stack of academic awards just crammed up in a drawer somewhere in our childhood home. They were important for our parents. In all of our professional life, though, there was no instance in which any of those diplomas served us in any way. Academic accomplishments only matter if you stay in academia. Out in the real world, you're only as good as your ability to generate value for the marketplace. We've learned more from free content here on YouTube than we've done while in university. We've learned more new skills from online courses from a practical perspective than we've done throughout our entire academic years. And so have you. You're here, aren't you? That's why you subscribe to Alux. Instead of spending tens of thousands of dollars on a paper diploma you're never going to use, you can literally buy yourself new skills by going to Alux.org. If you feel lost and need actionable insights into what to do with your life, go to Alux.com/app and download it. You'll realize just how much value is in it. By the third day of using it, you'll realize you're sitting on a gold mine. Number 11, pleasure over happiness. Some people are in a continuous search for pleasure, and it ends up making them unhappy in the long run. The same way the burger tastes good in the moment, but if you eat it every day, your health will suffer. It's the same with pleasure over happiness. The common mistake people make is thinking they can pursue happiness, but ironically, all they find is pleasure. This is one of the most valuable insights you'll learn here today, so pay attention. The only way to get happiness is through peace. Instead of trying to be happy, try to find peace, because once you do, you'll realize you're actually happy. Number 12, small picture stuff. We talked about academia a few minutes ago. Remember when you were in school and you had an important test coming up? It felt really scary and your anxiety spiked, right? Now, years later, you realize it was all a bunch of nonsense and that the school system puts you through enormous amounts of pressure for no reason at all. You see, Aluxers, the moment you expand your time horizon, the more you realize what's really important in the big picture and what's just noise in the small picture. Number 13, your boss's happiness. It's not your priority to make your boss rich or happy. Wealth and happiness should be acquired individually. Although your boss might make it seem like your happiness is tied to their happiness, that is generally not the case, because these people will always sacrifice yours in order to get theirs. What's the point in making your boss rich if you stay poor? What's the point of making your boss happy if you yourself are unhappy? Find your priorities in life. Number 14, emotionally, spiritually, and financially fixing your friends. It is not your job or your priority to fix everyone around you. We learned this the hard way. Some people don't want to be fixed. They're not looking for advice, solutions, or input. Some might say they do, but really they don't. You can't solve problems for people in the moment and expect them to be okay in the long run. This is why most therapists allow you to arrive at the answer on your own instead of offering it up to you on a plate. Number 15, FOMO Fulfillment. Society will urge you to never miss a beat and to grab an opportunity before it's gone. The fear of missing out is real amongst people, and it's only been augmented by people showcasing 24/7 exactly what you're missing. You're not in the club? We are. You're not on holiday? Oh, we are. You're not at a glamorous event? We are. Not only can you never be in two places at once, you shouldn't be in all of those places consistently. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now in life. This moment is what will create your future reality. While they try to sell you blips in time, you have to focus on the big picture. 2 to 3 big events per year that consistently move your life further. Get those right, and the small stuff doesn't matter. What else are the people around you trying to sell you as a priority when really it isn't? Let us know in the comments. And since you're still watching, you're getting a bonus. No one is too busy. You're just not a priority. For some people, you're just an option. For others, you're a fallback in case things don't go as planned. You can tell more about a person by the way they shift their attention and focus rather than what comes out of their mouth. We strongly encourage you to see people for what they are beneath the surface. Judge them from the way they say things, not the things they say. You'll be shocked at what you find if you only pay attention. If you made it this far in the video, Alexer, write the word attention in the comments. We really want to see which ones of you pay attention through the entire video. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Alexer. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.